We've got some other stuff in here we should probably take a look at. Let's start with this big red monster over here on the rack. What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, November 20th. It's almost Thanksgiving. I'll just go first. I'm thankful to be born in the greatest country on earth, back-to-back World War champs, and the home of the greatest cars ever built, the United States of America. So thank you for that, America, George Washington, and freedom. We're doing a garage update. We've got a lot of stuff always going on in the garage. So we'd like to walk you guys through what we're currently working on, what new cars have showed up here, what builds we're in the process of. So let's run through it. First and foremost, RM28. We've gone through this a bunch of times, but if you haven't seen it, this is a 1970 HEMI Cuda. It did not start its life as a HEMI Cuda. This is a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda that started its life as a 318 car, but at least it was a V8. Now it has a Gen 3 6.1 liter HEMI in it. It's obviously been upgraded to the nines. That's what we do at RestoMods. Better than new is our tagline. This thing is definitely better than new. I've got a Sparza here. Do you want to run them through like just a quick 2-minute version of the highlights of RM28?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, ready, break.
Okay, like you said, 6.1 liter Gen 3 HEMI. A lot of details are done on this HEMI versus a normal crate engine, attached to a 5-speed. It has a 4-link in the back with coilovers. It has a full custom tubular K-member with coilovers in the front, Wilwood disc brakes all around, US Mags wheels, Toyo Proxys R888s, obviously some custom bodywork, beautiful paint. Interior is all redone, Pro Car by Scat seats, pistol grip shifter, stereo, billet steering wheel, vintage air, power brakes, power steering, aluminum radiator, dual electric fans. Where am I at? That's
I feel
good,
like
right?
that's only a minute and you're already done.
Okay, we're done. It's done. It has everything that you want, nothing you don't.
Basically what that translates to the layperson, or me in this case, is that this thing is a hop in it and drive, modern driving experience, but looks like this. So a really unique drivable piece of art. Basically what we come out with here at RestoMods.com, and we live to put these in your hands. So we're giving this away like we always do. This is RM28, our 28th giveaway vehicle. We want you to be our 28th winner, but you gotta head over to RestoMods.com, claim those entries if you haven't already. Right now we're in triple entries. Triple entries last until, I wanna say, December 13th. Don't wait till then. The website could go down. All kinds of things could happen. Head over now, claim those entries. You're gonna get 3 entries for every $1 spent at RestoMods.com. You can pick up auto parts, car care products, hats, t-shirts, all kinds of cool apparel. Pick up some gifts for the kids, and you will get entries to win this beautiful dream machine and $50,000.
$50,000. I mean, that's the best way to get a 70 Cuda, first of all. And
well, with $50,000.
And then to line your pockets. So that's an incredible opportunity. We've never given away a Cuda before. 70 is arguably the best year. There's a case for 71 being a good year too, but never given away a Cuda, and this one is right up our alley. It's got everything that we would do to it, as far as upgrading engine, all the little stuff too. There's LED lighting, Ring Brothers hood hinges.
Pick one thing on this car that's your favorite thing.
To be honest, it's the body style.
Yep.
I love the body style of the E-body and the Cuda. This is the best looking one. This car, I mean, we looked at it a lot in the shop. I usually look at these cars from about this far away when I'm working on them. But we got it out, and when we took it out to do, I did a ride-along video, and watching that car out in traffic, in public, seeing how much better looking this is than normal average cars, that's where it really stands out to me. You can just stare at this car. That's that's something that's how you know you have the right car, is when you walk away, you have to look back at it.
Also how you know you have the right girl too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So extended viewing pleasure. This is the right body style. That's my favorite thing.
I love that. My favorite thing is the short throw pistol grip shifter.
Yeah.
In this car. Usually we get in the Chargers, they kind of have that super long, I don't even know what you call that, the shifter arm or whatever.
Yeah, the shifter handle is
it's
super long because the car is just big.
And this one's just like a super kind of modern short throw shifter, but with the big pistol grip handle on it, and it's super cool. So those are some of our favorite things. That's RM28. We've got some other stuff in here we should probably take a look at. Let's start with this big red monster over here on the rack. Some of you guys have seen this before. This is a 1970 Dodge Charger that we received as a running and driving car. We bought it. I shouldn't say we received it. We're not like you guys. We can't win our cars. We have to buy them. We bought this car from a friend of ours, not too far from us here in San Diego, and you drove it back to the shop, as I recall.
Yeah, this was probably an hour drive in this car. It was originally, well, it wasn't originally a 440 car,
right?
But we bought it with a good running 440 and 727, and it had a decent driver quality paint job. It was red. It had a few upgrades, nothing close to where we're at now, and we drove it, and it was a pretty good car. We enjoyed it for that short drive home, and as soon as we started walking around the car, taking a look at it, we basically just put a wish list together of what we would do.
I think people started taking it apart like that first day.
It was within days, like hours probably, that we just started completely taking it down to a shell. It just wasn't perfect. It wasn't better than new. It wasn't exactly what we wanted. And we had the opportunity. We thought maybe we can fit this into our schedule to do a full build on this car. So we did. We tore it down to a shell. And then basically just went everything from the ground up. So this car has a bunch of American car tool chassis reinforcements. So it's got full frame rails tying the front and back together now. It's got torque boxes on all four corners to help with the unibody structure of this car. So a ton of bracing went into it. We stripped the floors, welded all that in.
Tell them what we needed all that bracing for.
Well, yeah, so what started it all is we were looking at Blueprint engines, what do they offer for a Mopar? And it was a 426 Gen 3 HEMI, which I love that number. I love Gen 3 HEMIs. It came as one of their Builder Series packages that had the full accessory drive, the computer, the engine, the transmission all bolted together, dyno tested. This thing made over 650 horsepower on a dyno. So we ordered that whole package and then just started looking at everything else to upgrade from there. So all the chassis bracing went in because at that power level, a stock unibody in these cars probably just wasn't gonna be good long-term. And then from there, we said, okay, everything has been gone through. As you can see, now the guys are fitting up a MagnaFlow stainless 3-inch exhaust. But basically, once we put that engine in, the rest of the car had to be built around it. So now everything is new. Every single piece of plumbing is new. The brake lines, the fuel lines, the whole fuel system, the tank, every nut and bolt.
We've shot a ton of footage on this thing. Why don't we just cut to kind of like a little mini build process right now? Check out this car from when we got it to where it is right now, because like Chris just said, literally every piece on this car has been touched. Things tend to spiral out of control here especially once we get the engine as nice as the one that we picked out for this car. So
yes,
check out this real quick build process.
this has to be done January 7th. This car has to be finished.
Yeah.
So
sneak peek, this thing is gonna be RM30. So this thing is gonna be given away to one of you guys. Like everything we build in this shop is gonna be given away.
Well, except for blue.
Except for blue. There's a couple things, the Riv,
all right.
There's a couple things that don't get given away. But yeah, by and large, most of the things we build in here get given away to you guys. And that's what we do this for, is to get these classics back on the road and into the hands of people like you. Let's see, what else do we have right here? We have a 68 Chevelle we should probably look at.
Yeah, I don't know, have we shown this car yet?
If we haven't, we should. This thing is like the uber resto-modded version of a 68 Chevelle.
So this thing was built by Victory Lap Classics. We've had cars by them before and they just perform. So this car has a lot of good parts. LSA Supercharged engine. I think this is about 700 horsepower. I believe this car was dynoed already. Wilwood brakes, tubular suspension, coilovers, a lot of custom bodywork like a molded spoiler, painted bumper, and a 6-speed. So this car kind of checks all the boxes, full TMI custom interior. We are thinking about making minor tweaks. I think we changed the steering wheel, and then we're thinking about changing wheels and tires, maybe upgrading some of the stuff that just hasn't been done. But all in all, smooth firewall, a lot of cool custom touches on this car, variable speed wipers, just a lot of little things. It has AC. So it checked all the boxes for us, and this color, I really, really like this color.
The color's stunning, and it's just a really fun driver. I actually dailied this for a week, and I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun.
So this is gonna be a giveaway car. We don't know when.
We don't know when, but we've got some work to do on this. If you guys have any suggestions.
Yeah, what should we do to
What we should do to this car, let us know in the comments. This is gonna be an upcoming giveaway vehicle. You guys notice sometimes we'll do vehicles, we'll buy them, you know, basically built, and then we'll kind of tweak them a little bit, a lot like we did with the 70 CUDA. And then a lot of times we will get them and just completely rebuild them, like we did with this 70 Charger, like we're doing with the 68 Charger, like we're doing with the 67 Chevelle. And then, you know, sometimes we get cars that are kind of in between. So this is a 68 Chevelle, but we've got another one. Come on over here and check this out. So we were having tacos, I think, when this, yeah.
Yeah, this was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. So another 68 Chevelle, but way more original. True SS car, big block SS with a 4-speed. It is not the numbers matching engine in here.
But it's date correct,
it's
right?
Date correct.
It's a 68 396.
And there's very few, you know, places that this car is not original, but it has been completely frame off restored. So one of our close friends who actually builds really cool Porsche RestoMods, Mark Kinninger, bought this as his personal car, played with it a little bit and decided to move on. And we knew it was gonna be a good opportunity. He had it all dialed in for drivability. Super, super nice car. As far as close to like better than new as you can get. This is like very much like a new car, but even better. Everything's powder coated. This car drives incredible as far as
I haven't driven it. You drove it though, right?
Yeah, I really like how it drives. It's not where, you know, most of the RestoMods we do, we upgrade the handling, the suspension, the braking. This does all that in the way that is more true to a 60s vibe.
Right.
So another car that, what should we do with it? It's so original.
It's pretty original.
Except for the numbers matching block. So there is maybe an opportunity to go with the even bigger big block.
See, this is how it starts, guys. This is what happens. So we take a car like this that's like really nice car, it's running and driving, and then he'll say something like, well, it's not numbers matching, so we could put another engine in it, and that's how it starts. That's the moment that it starts. He's like, oh, well, we got this supercharged, and then all of a sudden everything around that has to be upgraded and made brand new.
Well,
so
yeah.
Guys, talk a little reason into him. Let us know in the comments what you guys think we should do with this. Right now, it's actually up for sale at the RestoMods Classifieds. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, we're the #1 destination on the internet to buy and sell RestoMods. If you're a member at RestoMods, all the classifieds are free. If you're not a member, you can jump in there and post a classified. Reach out to our staff. If you mention this video, we'll give you the ad for free. And yeah, it's just fun to cruise around there. And even if you're not buying today, it's cool to just look at stuff and kind of dream, right? While you're waiting. to win your HEMI Cuda or whichever car is getting given away next. But yeah, talk some reason into this man and let him know. What are we looking at next?
You said what's given away next?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 68.
So seeing that makes me think about what we could do to this.
Well,
But let's just look at this.
okay, so this is this, and this is something else.
So this is a car that, like you said, we had an opportunity to buy a car that was already built and was like basically what we would consider our dream build. And this is just like this is the coolest, this is the most powerful car we've ever given away. It's a Nelson Racing Engines twin-turbo 427. This thing has so many cool features. 2 huge 88 millimeter turbos. This is 1,000+ horsepower, basically on pump gas. And then it also has the capability to run on race fuel. It has dual tanks, 16 injectors. It does like all the coolest trick shit that you could have. It is the ultimate LS twin turbo in a street car. I would say this is like beyond usable power in a street car, but it does have a full Art Morrison chassis. So this car feels very planted at this power level. It feels safe, it's responsive, huge Willwood brakes. We reached out to American Racing and spec'd out some really cool forged 2-piece 19-inch wheels for this car. It has intercoolers hanging out the front. We swapped the headlights to have like a air duct, the billet pass through. Did a couple little things to it, but this is pretty close to as it was built. So we had an amazing opportunity to buy this car at what I would say is definitely like less than what you could build something like this for. And so that opportunity just gets passed forward to you guys to be able to win something at this power level. This will be the next sweepstakes car after the Cuda. So if you're not excited about 425 horsepower, which is actually really good in the Cuda, whatever, triple that, triple that, and you can win a Chevelle.
Yeah, just to like put it into perspective, RM28 is there. This is RM29. So this thing's gonna be up next. And so it's just gonna be this really insane build. I mean, you could take someone, I popped the hood for people that really aren't even car people, and just visually this thing looks like something off the space shuttle.
Well, this is
Nelson
literally,
Racing
Nelson
intake
calls this their alien intake manifold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible, just visually. And then if you are a car guy, you start looking at all the work that's gone into this thing and all the power that it's going to be able to put down. But still like a really drivable car.
It's an automatic. That's a big thing. So it's got a ton of power and it makes boosts and everything, but it's an automatic. So you can put this car around on low or no boost, and it's very docile in traffic. You have the AC cranked. It has a ripping stereo, super comfortable leather interior. So you can drive this car and feel safe, and like you can just go have fun and cruise. And then if you want to take this out on the freeway and go like speeds that you would go in Mexico.
Just go a zillion miles. We'll call it a zillion.
Yeah, you can take this onto Mexico streets and explore the power levels on this thing. So
I don't know that speeding is legal in Mexico either.
I don't know. It's definitely illegal here. So
yeah, yeah. At any rate, be safe out there, folks. But this is RM29, and so kind of just a big contrast between a fully resto-modded, almost like a pro street type car.
Yeah, just extreme. This is just extreme on every level. Like as far as the chassis, the engine, the everything is just dialed, and it's the best of the best. This is very dialed car, but way original. You know, so like it's a restored car, couple little tweaks, upgraded AC compressor, disc brakes. That's about it.
Yep.
So I don't know what's better. They're just unique.
They're just different
in their own way.
Yeah.
This one is definitely like got a lot more craftsmanship. It can do some crazy things.
Yep.
And this car is extremely enjoyable the way it is.
And it's just kind of like a window into that. Like a lot of times, like we have a 65 Riviera. I love to just jump in that thing and kind of like it transports you to that time. And that's a very original car, except for the stance and the wheels, but just transports you to that time. And jumping in this thing and driving it and going through that, Muncie Rock Crusher 4-speed, it just transports you to 1968, 1969, and driving a car like this. And they're both just really cool experiences.
Yeah, I love them all. I mean, that's the beauty of classic cars, is that you can have everything in between. we want to see how much people like this.
Yeah.
But we like this as well. I don't know. It's just a difference of.
We leave it up to you guys. Let us know what you like in the comments. Thank you as always for watching. Let's give you a quick update on the RamCharger. RamCharger.
That thing's moving along.
Where's so if you guys don't know already, he's over here.
Okay.
If you guys don't know already, this is our 75 RamCharger. We've done a ton of videos on it. Another car that we got as a running and driving car that we completely tore apart. This thing actually got more than the usual treatment. We went down to the frame, powder coated the frame. The entire body went out, tons of body work. Siggy and the SV Body and Paint crew did an incredible job on this thing. It's got a little bed liner strip at the bottom. The numbers matching original 440 was rebuilt by Cogswell Marine. Did a great job on that. I think we put a mild cam in that thing.
Cam, heads, intake, full top end kit.
Yeah, let me just give it to the man here. Hang on one second. This is Regan. He's working on the car. Come on, jump in here. Just hold that thing.
Just hold it?
Yeah. What's going on with this build?
Well, right now I just put the distributor into it, so I'm starting to do some basic wiring just in the front of it. He's holding actually the start of the harness that's going to be going on the engine.
Yeah, so brand new wiring harness. There's nothing that is untouched on this car.
Yeah.
It's probably the only RamCharger I've seen that's been like completely frame off, powder coated. There's some challenges that go along with that. There's not a lot of it's not like a C10 you can just go in the catalog and order everything.
There's not a whole lot of support parts-wise for this. I've been having to kind of go through the forums, like dig through there, see what people say I can fit in there, and do
We're
some
actually
of my own
using like
research.
some charger parts. It's kind of nice that we have a lot of experience with chargers because Mama Mopar used some of the same stuff on these cars.
Yeah,
so.
like a lot of the parts from the 70 Charger actually kind of interchange over to this, like door handles, for example.
Door handles. I think we're going to use a steering column from a Charger. All those plugs are the same.
The wiring harness.
The wiring harness is from a 70 Charger from American Auto Wire. Did you mention the hinges? Hood hinges are the same as a Charger.
Hood hinges are identical.
So there's some odd stuff like that, but it's kind of cool that we have that experience from the Chargers, and that solves some problems with this
and it's nice because it opens up like parts availability for me, which is a hard thing with this vehicle.
Yeah, so it's cranking right along. I don't know. We have it. We have it's up in the air whether it's going to be
What's
done.
going to happen first?
Yeah, what's going to happen first? Are we going to get 100,000 subscribers, or is the car going to be done?
We're going to give this away. All you have to do to enter to win this truck is subscribe to us on YouTube, and we're going to give it away when we hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. And we're going up quick. I want to say we're at 70 now? 71. Are you feeling the stress? Oh, Ree's going to check right now.
I feel like you're 70% done.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I'd like it to be done before so that we can play with it before we have to give it to someone.
We're at 71 right now.
So we're at 71,000 right now. If you guys want Regan to work faster and feel the pressure, go ahead and share the channel with your friends. You're going to get tons of great car content, get to check out what's going on here in the garage, and you'll also put some pressure on Regan, and you just might take home a 75 RamCharger. So we're giving away cars and trucks like crazy here. All you have to do to enter to win this one is subscribe to us on YouTube. Yeah, check out all the content there. Every single one of our winners, our last 27 winners are all on the YouTube channel. All the build sheets are on there, all of Esparza's ride-alongs, just tons of great car content on there, so make sure you check all that out. And I think that's it for the garage wraparound.
That's it for right now. We have
two more on the way.
We have two more on the way. We have a Roadrunner at paint.
Oh, that's right.
I think we briefly talked about 70 Roadrunner. It was B5 blue. It's not staying that color, but it is getting the full treatment. We've just been going like Mopar crazy here, and Chevelle crazy. There's
Mopar and Chevelle crazy. We've had Camaros in there. There's a Camaro on the way.
Camaros. It's hard to do anything else because those cars are all so cool.
Yeah.
Like we stop and ask ourselves, is it cooler than those? And a lot of times the answer is no. So
a lot of times the answer is no. That is true. But let us know in the comments what you guys want to see. If there's cars you want to see us build in here, let us know. We do all this stuff for you guys. So we appreciate all the support. Make sure you share the channel. Maybe you'll win this RamCharger. Make sure you get entered to win RM28, which is live right now at RestoMods.com. I think that sweepstakes ends just after the new year, January 3rd. 2025. I just said that out loud. 2025. Think about that. But right now it's triple entries. Those end soon, so make sure you claim those entries at RestoMods.com. Right now, every dollar spent is going to get you 3 entries to take home the 70 HEMI CUDA and 50 grand. It is Wednesday, November 20th, and that's our garage update. Good luck.